So, I did the video, man, the Sigma Male, man. Got a whole bunch of feedback from it. And I had a cat come on. I never heard of him before. And he came on and said, I disagree with everything you saying pretty much, homie. And I'm going to make a response video to it. So I'm thinking he going to make a man type of, they doing all this talk about how, it's supposed to be alpha and it's higher than alpha. So I went and listened to the response. I listen to, if anybody responds, I go listen to their response. Like, I ain't going to listen. If you give a response, if it's a straight up, if it's a real man response, I'ma come in, I'ma like it. But if it's some sucker stuff, you ain't gonna even know I've been there unless I come on and say it. So this is the thing, man. I realized that the dude took my whole video, uploaded it, and dissected it into parts and did commentary on it. The same thing another so-called Sigma male did. Now, the thing about this is they chop it up in a way to misconstrue my message. You ever had this happen to you? You got a main chick, you got a side chick. Your side chick finally gets to that point where she want to be your main chick. So what she does is start contacting your main chick, sending her your text messages. But she don't show her text messages. She just send her yours. And she tell her, I've been telling him to leave me alone because I know about you. Once I found out about you, I told him to leave me alone. But let me show you the text he be sending me. Now, mind you, these are texts that y'all shared doing some sexting or some back and forth. Or, you was just leaving her crib or on the way to her crib. But she don't tell your main chick that. She just show your main chick your text to prove her point. And make it seem like you were jocking her and she was ignoring you. If you ever had something like that happen to you, man, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat, man, if you ever had that happen to you. London 158 is in the building. What's good, bro? Truth Seeker 86 is in the building. Wolf and Beta closes on deck. If you ever had something like that happen to you, put a one in the chat, man. While everybody putting ones in, I'm going to continue because I know it's going to be a bunch of ones in there. Now, tell me this. If this has ever been done to you by a man, put a 2 in the chat. If not, don't worry about putting that in the chat. If it's ever been done to you by a man, put a 2 in the chat. And since I know ain't nobody going to put no 2 in, there might be a couple people put a 2 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Might be a couple people put 2 in the chat. Yoga in his 20s and he's already dealt with it. Lamar Hutton has had it done to him by a man. Now, if a man does that, do you view him as a very masculine man? Do you view him as a man that you should even respect as a masculine man? And whatever he represents, whatever style of manhood he represents, it casts a terrible black eye on it. So if a man who says he's a gangster does that, and you see other so-called gangsters supporting him, are you not going to be like, man, I'll knock one of these gangsters out. They soft. Are you not going to feel like, man, these dudes soft, man. I don't care about no gangster. If this how gangsters act. If that man said he was a mobster, would you be like, man, nobody running from the mob. If this how y'all act, y'all ain't even men. If the president of the United States did it to you, be like, man, I thought the president was alpha. He beta, man. You know why? Because it's something you'd expect from women. So let's get into this list, man. What we're going to talk about today, man, is 10 ways dudes act like side chicks. And this list certainly came from my recent experience with dudes doing things that I only thought side chicks did. I only believe side. You know what? Randall McCrae makes a great point. Real Sigmas don't give a shit. And just like I say, real alphas don't give a damn. So no matter what you say about alpha on your video, I'm not going to come to you and say, hey, I'm going to make a response. And take your video, misconstrue it to support my theory so I can make your main chick think you chasing me and I don't want you no more because I found out about her. Man, that ain't Sigma male, that ain't beta male, that ain't alpha male, that ain't no kind of male. That's feminine side chick activity, man. That's feminine side chick activity, man. You understand what I'm saying? And the only way you could be that way and think that you're a man is if you don't have no experience from an alpha perspective with women. You ain't never had to worry about no woman doing unscrupulous things to try to break you and your woman up. You doing lucky to have one woman that wants you. Obviously. If you have any experience with women, you understand any positive alpha experiences with women who really want you, women who are willing to fight over you, then you know that that's beta as hell. So let's get into this list, man. Again, if you're just joining me, this is the High Alpha 2 Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, aka Book of Alpha Running Me. And today's topic is 10 ways dudes act like side chicks. The Iron Mike is in the building. What up, Mike? Now let's get into this thing. The number one thing that dude acts like side chicks is what I just stated, dirty macking. Now let's talk about what dirty macking is. Dirty macking has to be done on an interpersonal level. You can't speak about a group of men and call it dirty macking, or a group of men and what they represent and call it dirty macking. Dirty macking is going to a woman. It's from the perspective of dealing with women. Dirty macking is one man going to a woman who likes another man and telling that woman bad things about the man that she likes in order to make that woman like the perpetrator of this idiotic mindset more. If you got a woman and she likes you, if there's a woman that likes you and she bad, she could be your woman, or she could just be a woman that you just met and she likes you. When you're not around, I'm gonna go tell her, I don't know what's wrong with him. You don't need to mess with him. He be having all them other women. He be doing all this right here. He be doing all this. He be out there all the time. He ain't gonna love you like I will. He ain't gonna treat you like I will. He don't even believe in love. He don't believe in treating no woman like a queen. I do. That's dirty macking. See what I'm saying? And it's the same equivalent of you telling a group of men, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, he's a self-proclaimed alpha. He says he's alpha, but this is what he says about sigmas. Let me tell you, he's a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He says this, and this is what this means, and then he says that. This you should listen to me. You see, listen, exactly something that I heard. Alphas up, betas down. See, he says betas down as if betas can't grow up and be alphas. Nigga, they can't. You can be less beta, but you ain't gonna never be alpha if you beta. If you beta by nature, you're never gonna be alpha. You don't want to be alpha. You want to be beta. You're just tired of the results of being beta, so eventually you're gonna start being more alpha. And that's how men get to the point where they say, man, they're just gonna go monk. They're not gonna deal with women at all. See, I'm not gonna deal with most women because most women aren't on my level, but I'm not saying I'm not gonna deal with women at all. A woman that's on my level, she is welcome. But we ain't gonna get into the qualifications of my level. But when you say things negative about a man, a specific man, it's one thing to say blanket statements. Even if you make blanket statements that don't call no names and people say, I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about. That's totally different because you're leaving something to the imagination. When you expressly call a man's name out, that means one of two things. One of two things. It means you either love me or you hate me. If you go through all of that to take my content, dissect it piece by piece, and make it a video over an hour long, dissecting every single thing I say from my intro to my outro to my break in the middle to everything. This nigga was talking about the filter that I used on me at the end of my video, homie. That boy loved me, man. That boy loved me. When he saw me, he said, I love him. I can't be like him, but I just got to say something about him. That's not masculine, man. You should never feel that strongly about nothing a man says, nothing a man does, and especially that man. You should never feel that way, man. You should never feel that way about another man. It makes no sense. So dirty macking. And let me tell you the crazy thing, man. This is another thing. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. The next one is reacting without knowing facts. Because when you react without knowing facts, you react on emotion. That's what your side chick will do. she'll react on emotion. You tell her you wanna, that you got this event going and you're gonna take her. Then your main chick find out that you're going, and now you gotta take your main chick because she your main chick. You know what I'm saying? Your side chick only gets the time that you don't spend with your main chick. That's why she's the side chick. She's on the sideline. When the offense is on the field, the defense is on the sideline. When the ball turns over, the defense is on the sideline while the offense is on the sideline. The sideline chick has her time, but she is never on the field during the main chick's time. And so if you have a team that's deep, that's strong defensively, we're talking about football now. If you have a team that's defensively strong, the defense is going to be on the field. And when they're on the field, they're going to take precedence over the offense. The significance of your team, the wins of your team are based on the performance of the defense. That's the equivalent of the side chick. So she just responds, she doesn't know. She just feels like you stood her up. She already don't get no time to I stood your blah, blah, blah. She might come crash the joint anyway. Now, when she come crash the joint, she gonna feel like you told her a lie just to pacify her because she see you there with your main chick. And she gonna respond and blow up your spot right there. I had a cat that came in, man. He been following me, man. You know, that cat, I saw him in the comments, man. That cat said he didn't even listen to the video, man. He didn't even listen to the video, man. And he was the main one in the comments doing all the rah, 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 getting all emotional, doing all the crazy things that chicks do. And that cat didn't even listen to the video, man. Even more so, he's the cat that turned around. The cat that did the response video, one of the homies from the Alpha Sphere saw the title, ran over there to that cat and said, ooh, 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 you need to hear this. You need to hear this. He ain't know nothing about the video until the other cat did the response. So his whole outlook on the video is based on somebody else's response, based on some he say, she say. Man, these dudes lame, man. Let me tell you something. I'm telling, man, look, bro. I'm about to start moving on. I'm finna. Now I see why AMS left when he did. I see why AMS left when he did, cause I'm finna do the same thing, man. I'm about to slide away from this platform a little bit, man. It's just too much beta energy. And as an alpha male, I ain't gonna be nowhere where beta energy is around and you can't even control the beta energy. The shit just shows up out the blue. I ain't never heard of this nigga. I ain't even know he was on. I ain't even know he was a content provider. Dude been making content longer than me. I ain't never heard of him. But then he bring his beta male energy. And I'm gonna tell you, if I was a sucker, let me tell you how raw I am. Let me tell you how alpha I am. I got a UD, I got a Google content ID, right? So I know when my content is being used. I know when my content is being used. I get alerted. So he ain't got no views on it now. I think he may have a couple of hundred views on it. But I literally, if I was a sucker, a beta male simp mangina, I can go to YouTube and just strike the video down. Just have him take it down. Because he used my whole video in it. But I don't even care that much to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you're going to come at a man, you come at him like a man. You see what he's saying? You state your claim about how you feel about it on your own merits. Don't do like no side chick. So let's get into this thing, man. Another thing is intentionally misleading people about another man's character by deceptively relaying information. There was another Sigma male who did the exact same thing. Take bits and pieces. Like, if your side chick send your girl number pictures, you talking about how you want her and what you gonna do to her when you get a hold to her, man, and all that right there. And she sent her the one text, she said, you ain't gonna do nothing. But that's how y'all talk. Now she telling your girl that I told him he ain't gonna do nothing because he ain't gonna have no opportunity. I told him you ain't gonna do nothing to me. I don't know what you're telling me that for. But when she was telling you like, you ain't gonna do nothing, you just talking. If you're gonna do it, come do it. That's how she was talking, but she only sent your girl that one response. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of thing that makes a dude act like a side chick, and I promise you, man, I ain't never had none of this stuff happen to me, man, from nobody but a broad. I ain't never had this happen to me from nobody but a chick, man. Nobody else. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Walter Robinson is in the building. What's good, bro? C. Doug in the building. What up, homie? And I look at it, man, and I say, you know what? How? How in the world does a man call himself a man when these are his tactics? When these are his tactics. These are beta male tactics, man. Like, there is no way. Listen, bro. A side chick cares about everything you do with your main chick. Oh, you can't come over here and be with me because you with that B. You can't come over here and be with me because you with her. Every time I ask for a time, you can't give it to me. When you with me, she call, you leave. You'll never answer my call when you with her, but when you with me, you have to step outside and answer her call. Matter of fact, you just answer and tell me to shut up. I got to sit here and be quiet while you're talking to her. That's what your side chick does. Your side chick wants to be your main chick, but she knows she can't be your main chick, so all she does is talk shit about your main chick. So that's why when you hear me say, and listen, and you know, brothers, I had never said anything about no Sigma, no Theta, no Omega, none of that. Unless I group them all in and say these boys want to be all kind of, they want to be all kind of males. Everything on the alphabet. You know, everything on the in the Greek alphabet, they want to be all of it, man. I've never said anything on a level as far as dissecting any of that. My video was in response to someone else's video. I didn't call no names. I just gave my perspective on it. I don't call names, man, unless it benefits my movement. If it's going to move me forward, I'm going to put your name in something. That's it. If it benefits me moving forward, I'm going to put your name. I'm going to put your name in something. And that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do, homie. But other than that, man, I'm not going to mention you. I'm not going to comment on your video. I'm not going to like your video. And furthermore, intentionally misleading people about another man's character, man. I won't even put that on side chick level, man. That's beta male simp mangina activity right there, man. Like, if you're going to intentionally mislead people about another man's character, man, that shit can destroy a man's reputation, bro. You see what I'm saying? That can cause a man to lose money. That can cause a man to lose a prestigious account, man, that's right in front of him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody, you know, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, it won't if you true, but it could cause somebody to take pause and be like, wait a minute, why are they saying this about this man? What is he doing? You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, man, if you don't know somebody, nigga, how can you hate or love somebody you don't know personally? You know what I'm saying? I got love for all the homies in here, but I ain't know them before they came in here. And I ain't now one of the people gonna sit here and tell you I love everybody. No, hell I don't. I can tell you 5 people, man, that I bust a cap in right now. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you 5 people right now, man. If I knew I can get away with it, man, I ice them right now. Easy. But I don't think about it, man, because I know I ain't no getting away with it, so I don't even think about it. But if I could get away with it, I would. If there was a purge, if we had a purge, I already know 5 people I'd knock off if that was a purge. Easy. They'll be the first 5. I go to where they at, and that'll be my first 5 on the list. I got 5 before you even get 1. You know what I'm saying? But, so I ain't gonna sit and tell you I love everybody. There are people I know that don't love. But once the homies come in, man, and we figure out, man, that, hey, man, we on the same page. We ain't no beta male simp manginas, man. It started right there from all love, homie. It started right there from all love, and that's the reality of it, man. So, the next thing on this list, man, is personal attacks on men you have absolutely no knowledge of, no relationship with. Your side chick is your homie's worst enemy. Your homie, man, your side chick is worst enemy. She hate that fella, man. She hate him. Because your homie is the one that's always going to talk logic into you when your side chick got you about to do something stupid. When your side chick trying to talk, not going to have you do something stupid, but trying to talk you into doing something stupid. He's the second voice of reason besides your own. When your side chick trying to say, well, you ain't got to go home to her. I know she just had your baby, but she got a nanny there. You ain't got to go home and be with her. And your homie saying, man, you crazy, nigga. You just had a baby. You telling your homeboy, man, you know this chick can't talk nothing to me. Your homie saying, I'm just letting you know I got your back home. I ain't going to let you do nothing crazy. You say, word. Your side chick don't like him. He ain't never on her side. Ever. Even when she right, he ain't on her side. He always telling her, well, you told to be the side chick. You got to deal with what you deal with. That's what your side chick does. She'll take a personal attack on a man she has absolutely no knowledge of or no relationship with. And that is what these dudes be doing out here, man. How can you take how can you have personally attacking someone, man? It don't matter what it's over. 9 times out of 10 is over a woman. Otherwise, just over you being butt hurt. Come on, man. If you do it over a woman or you do it over you being caught in your emotions, man, you're a sucker. Walter Robinson is in the building. What's good, bro? Atlas, appreciate the super chat, brother. No doubt, Soul Star. Steady observing you to find your small faults. And the crazy thing is, when they don't find those small faults, they just make up shit. They just make it up, man. Easy. They just make it up. And man, if you will make some up, man, to try to find chinks in a man's armor, to tear at a man's character, man, you're a sucker, man. That's weak, bro. That's weak, man. Like that's straight up side chick activity right there, man. That's straight up side chick activity. So if you just joined me, man, this is a High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, aka Book of Alpha Running Me. Today's topic is 10 ways men act like side chicks. Number one was dirty macking. We know what that is. Telling someone something bad about a person, even though it's not true, just to make that person like you more than they like the person whose name you're tearing down. Number two is intentionally misleading people about another man's character by deceptively relaying information. Man, it is beta. Bro, it's feminine. Like, you're a female in the mind. If you can take something a man says or a text or something he writes, chop out pieces of it to support your ideology that's different from his and make it seem like he's not saying what he's saying. Man, if you're going to dispute somebody, dispute them based on what they're saying. Don't try to make what they're saying be something else that you can actually dispute because you can't dispute their facts. That's not what men do, bro. If I can't dispute your facts, that's because they facts. I don't want to dispute facts. Only women want to dispute facts, man, because they think with their feelings. Facts are logical. If you dispute facts, you're an illogical person, man. And if you're illogical, you're not an alpha male. You're not a beta male. You're not a sigma male. You're not a theta male. You're not an iota male. You're not a zeta male. You're not an omega male. You're not any of those. You're not a male at all. You're female in male's clothing. And that's the bottom line, man. Another thing is personal attacks on men you have absolutely no knowledge of, nor how can you personally attack somebody you don't know? Like, man, boy, that's weak as hell, man. You gonna have a personal attack, a personal vendetta against somebody you don't even know? That means they've done none of the things to you that warrant a man having a personal vendetta. You see, I'm from a different era, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a time where men had beef, man. They show up and they show up wherever they were, man, and they get it crunk. I'm from an era where when a man had beef with you, it was based on something. I'm from an era where if you now every now and then you come across somebody, man, you just don't get along with, but at least y'all know each other personally. You might know something they did. You might know something it could be anything. But if you don't even know a person, bro, how can you? Man, I will never. If a man does not address me first, I will never, ever call a man's name and respond to him in any kind of way, man. Unless me and him having a sit down. If we gonna have a sit down and chop up, see, I was raised by men. These boys were obviously raised by women. Because everything they do, they handle it like women. And that's why you can't call yourself alpha. Because you can't even fake alpha. See, if you think a man can fake alpha, you have no idea what alpha is. Alpha can't be faked, man. You can't fake it. You simply can't, man. You can't fake it, man. So let's get to number 4, man. Number 4. This is a number 4 thing that a side chick does that these boys do. Walter Robinson, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Appreciate it, homie. OB is in the building. What up, bro? Another thing that these boys do that side chicks do is overt contradiction. I mean straight contradicting everything. Not contradicting what you say, contradicting what they say. You know your side chick will tell you one thing, man, and 5 minutes later, man, she'll tell you the complete opposite, man, and then say, I ain't say that the first time. They'll do it all the time, man. Hell, your main chick will do that. You know what I'm saying? Your main chick will do that. Maybe, you know what? Let me take the side off here. I'm going to take the side off this title, man, and we just going to call this Chicks. 10 ways dudes act like chicks. Because they ain't acting like side chicks, man. They acting like chicks. When I'm saying these things, I'm like, well, hold up. Hell, your main chick can do that too. Then I move to the next one. I'm like, well, hold up. Well, hell, your main chick can do that too. I'm like, well, wait a minute, man. Your main chick can do all of this. So let's change it, man, to they act like chicks. That's what they do. They act like chicks. So, overt contradiction. Man, let me tell you something. Heard dude play a part of my video, man, where I said, alpha male don't have to say he's alpha. He stopped right there and said, what? Alpha males do say they're alpha. But it was in the context of it was me saying, what? Oh, I was saying that's what Sigma males say. Alpha male don't have to say he's alpha. He don't have to say he's alpha. And I said, man, alpha male do whatever the hell he want to do. Breaking that down to use your own overt contradiction. Saying 1 minute that Sigma don't want to be alpha, and then turn around the next minute and say that, well, Sigma is an introvert alpha. Hold up, man. Do you want to be alpha? Do you not want to be alpha, man? I can't listen to that, man. That's contradictory. You can't tell me you're going outside then say, well, I'm staying inside. You can't tell me you wash your dishes, but you in the tub. You can't tell me, man, that you about to go get a haircut, but you're going to the grocery store. You can't tell me, man, that you caught 50 fish and then you come home, you ain't got nothing. You can't tell me, man, two contradictory things, man, and think we're going to respect you, man. You crazy. You crazy, homie. I am not used to dealing with these things from men, bro. I'm telling you, man, I'm not used to dealing with this. This shit is gonna make me come off this platform, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't used to dealing with this much beta male energy in my life, bro. I ain't, man. I ain't used to dealing with it. I guess I better get used to it, man. Like, literally, man, literally. Over the past month, man, I've blocked about 300 people, man, over the past month. I've literally blocked about 300 people over the past month. It's to the point now, man, I'm blocking everybody. You say anything that's contradictory to what I'm saying, I'm blocking your ass. You say anything, man, that's contradictory to any of my followers, I'm blocking your ass. You come in here and call my followers a name, I'm blocking your ass. You come in here and call me a name, I'm blocking your ass. You come straight to my channel, man, and start disrespecting my moderator, I'm blocking your ass. There's a whole bunch of things that's going to get you blocked. And if your ass go make a video using my video, this the last time. If you ain't here lurking listening, nigga, I'm going to tell you. Anybody else, I'm saying this right now, anybody else that takes my video and make a video about it using my video in your video, I'm getting your video struck down, so you might well just do it your own way. Don't use my content in your video anymore. Anybody. If I hear a snippet of it, I'm striking it down. I don't use nobody content. You don't hear nobody voice in my joint. I don't even call dude's name in my joint unless it's positively. And I'm telling you, I am not going to stand by and let nobody else use my content to just anyway. Even if you're talking positively about me, don't use my content. Do it the way it's supposed to be done. And another thing, I know other people cool with it. Do not come in my joint and post no link to your damn channel. Do not come in my joint and post no link to nobody else's channel. If you post a link to somebody else's channel in my comments, I'm blocking you. If you post a link to your own comment, to your own channel in my comments, I'm blocking you. Now, there's a lot of people who ain't gonna do that. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. That's cool. If they cool with you coming in theirs, fine. I ain't cool with you coming in mine. And even if the people that's cool with you coming in theirs come in mine and leave a link, I'm blocking them, because I ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to me that I don't do to other people. Period. Another thing that's gonna get you blocked. If you come in here talking about how Sigma males is better than alpha males, your ass getting blocked. This the alpha sphere. Go to the Sigma sphere with that shit, nigga. What you in the alpha sphere talking about that for? I know there's a Sigma planet or some shit somewhere. Go there. This is the alpha sphere. If you ain't alpha or striving to be alpha, get your ass out of here anyway, man. You're not welcome here. We don't want you here, bro. It's the bottom line. I can't think of nobody else on my block right now, man. But I can't think of nobody else. Any female that come in here and call a black man a nigga, you getting blocked. Period. You getting blocked. You ain't got to be directing at one black man. If you come in my comments and you say niggas, you getting blocked. I got to eliminate all that, man. We don't need none of that energy around us. We got a cold little environment here, man. We uplift one another all the time. We keep it 100 with each other all the time. If something need to be said, we say it. If we disagree, we disagree. And sometimes we agree to disagree. Most times we agree to disagree. But a whole lot of things we agree on. We come to chop it up, soak up game from one another, grab information from one another. We are not in here to compete with a lesser man who wants to come in here and convince us that he's not a lesser man. So there's some people who you've been seeing, you ain't gonna see no more. There's some supporters that I got, even on Patreon. I'm about to get their ass to boot off Patreon. I don't want your support if you view things that way. If you hate alphas, you hate me. That's exactly what the problem is, C-Dub. Exactly what the problem is. RJ Bex is in the building. What up, Bex? The lone wise man is in the building, bro. No doubt, no doubt. Block that energy, man. It's got to be out of here, man. Soul Star, that's exactly what they come for, man. Exactly what they come for. You know, just to initiate that drama, man. And I'm like, bro, if you listen to somebody's video and comment without listening to the video, you're an emotional wreck, man. Nigga, how can you get so emotional off a title without even listening to the video? And you know, man, I don't do no big write-up. I don't waste a whole lot of time talking about what my video gonna be about in my description. I give you information, pertinent information about my brand in my description. I don't say nothing about, I don't talk about the video in my description. How in the hell are you gonna respond with animosity and vitriol to a video that you ain't even listened to? Man, you're too feminine to be around here, bro. There's spaces for you on YouTube, man, but the Book of Alpha Running Man, not one of them. You are not welcome to the Alpha Sphere. And the very moment you rear your ugly head in here, we gonna cut the head off that snake, man. Grown man's business is in the building. What's good, homie? Good to see you in the building, bro. So let's get back into this list, man. So another thing about the overt contradiction, they leave a lot of information out. That's what your chick will do. Your chick will leave information out. She'll tell you, let's say your chick, let's say somebody trying to get at your chick, right? One of your homies. Let's say one of your homies trying to get at your chick. He hit her up online, right? She'll tell you that the homie hit her up online, but she won't tell you what her response was. She won't tell you that. And the crazy thing is, if you don't get her to tell you, your homie won't never tell you, because your homie want to hit her if he jumped that online like that. He really want to get with her for real, and he ain't gonna mess that up by telling you that she gave him a positive response. That's why you have to keep your foot on her neck. If you don't keep your foot on her neck, man, she gonna breathe too easy. You understand? I don't believe in abusing women. I don't believe in hitting women. I don't believe in fighting women. I don't even verbally abuse women, man. I believe my cutoff game is stronger tool I got. I just cut them off. I put them on ice. But if she gonna be with me and she gonna be around me, man, then I'm gonna keep the pressure on her, man. She don't need to breathe too easy. She need to have labor to breathing whenever she around me. She need to be taking deep breaths every time she around me, because you let her breathe too easy, man. I'm telling you, she gonna start trying to exercise and shit and do yoga and all that. Now, don't do none of that on my time. When you're on my time, you gonna grind. Butte Ween is in the building. What up, homie? Chris Ridley, what up, Riz? I see you in the building, homie. The Lone Wise Man, I appreciate the super chat, bro. And that's the thing, man. You have to understand, man, that eventually there gonna be men, man, who come through, man, and be like, man, you know, they're gonna not like what we're doing here. They're gonna not like, hey, yo, and let me tell you something, brothers. I ain't even tell you this, man. There's one of the brothers, man, he's one of the original brothers, man, that was supporting my channel, man. He got a nice following, man. He calls himself the Sigma Male. He refers to himself, well, he's one of the cats that refers to himself as the Sigma Male. So, of course, when I listened to the video, man, I was reading through the comments. This dude was on there saying, man, I can't, from the snippets that you gave me, I can't even, you know, make out enough logic to even care. His next comment was, man, Man, that dude must be on drugs or something. Give him a pass. Give him a pass, bro. I was like, man, that's that type of shaming language. So let's get into the next thing. The next thing that this is the most feminine thing that a woman does, and these men out here doing it, man. Shaming language as a go-to tactic. Whenever a man has to call you names, if you notice in my entire Sigma Male video, man, I ain't calling nobody no names. I said these are the things you do. These are the things you want to do. These are the things you should be doing. These are the things that you're not doing. That's all I said. I did not say a Sigma Male is gay. A Sigma Male is, he's this. I don't speak on men on those terms, man. I don't use shaming language. Anything that a woman will use to define a man, I never use it. I don't define men with subjective terms that downplay their intelligence, that downplay their wit, that downplay their value, that downplay their game, that downplay anything, man, that downplay their position. I don't do that. No real man does. And if shaming language is your tactic, you're not a beta male. You're not alpha male. You're not omega male. You're not a sigma male. You're not a theta, iota, zeta, epsilon, tau, golf, foxtrot. You're not none of those males. What you are is a female in a male's clothing. And I will not give you any type of glory by even mentioning your name. Your name itself is beneath the breath that it would take for me to say it. But obviously, my name is not. Obviously, you just cannot let it go. There's a cat, man, that been calling, man, I'm talking about, man, been making content about me for 2 months now. Can't let it go. And the crazy thing is, and this video isn't even about the Sigma male, but I've never had these things done to me until I dealt with these two guys who represent for Sigma males. One of them calls himself Sigma. The other calls himself Sigma in his stream. Now, one of them is the title of his channel has Sigma in it. The other one represents Sigma. And you know what? All these dudes around here who call themselves Sigma support these dudes. Support this type of activity. What does that say about you, man? If you support men who act like this, and you have the unmitigated gall, the audacity, the intestinal fortitude, the lack of awareness to speak ill on the alpha male, then shame on you, homie. You need a 12-step program to cure you of your envy, to cure you of your idiocy, to cure you of your lack of self-confidence. What man has to create a category for himself? A man who does not fit into any of the masculine categories that are already here. You see, as alphas, we don't have that problem. We fit right into the alpha male. So, yo, let me tell you the funny thing, man. This is a comment that I read, man. The cat said, you have some interesting opinions, but there are also a lot of misconceptions about the Sigma male, and you'll never understand the Sigma male because you can't hear past your own voice. Exactly. You're right. I can't hear past my own voice. Because although, let's listen, homies. All the homies in here, at the same time, on the count of 3, I want everybody to say, I'm the most alpha man. And we're going to see how many we can hear. On the count of 3, everybody say, I'm the most alpha man alive. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm the most alpha man alive. How many voices did we hear? Like, how many voices did we hear? 1. On this platform, of course, I don't hear past my voice, fool. My voice is the only one that's heard on this platform. When the Book of Alpharonomy has a show, when you get an alert for a Book of Alpharonomy upload, unless there's a guest on the show, my voice is the only voice you hear. So, of course, how can I hear past my voice on this platform, homie? That's the type of thing that chicks do. They just say illogical things to try to throw you off your logical path. The only way that a woman can compete with you wit-wise, intellect-wise, mentally, is if she's able to use her emotion to pull you off of your track. And she does that by saying things that might anger you, saying things that might frustrate you. That's why I tell my brothers all the time, cutoff game is the main thing, man. Cutoff game is it. When she start doing that, cut off. When she start talking crazy, cut off. When she start acting like she can't hear, cut off. When she start acting like she can't think, cut off. When she start acting like she can't obey, cut off. When she start acting like she can't submit, cut off. That's all you got to do. It ain't like we value her so much that her presence is more valuable than our peace of mind when her ass ain't around. Cut off. And that's what I'm doing right now. All this energy that I'm getting from all these cats about to be cut off. I've been Mr. Nice Guy. I've been letting people come in. I've been letting people comment. I've been doing all that from now on. From now on, if anything you say or do in the alpha sphere, y'all watch me, homies. Y'all hold me to this. Y'all hold me to this. If you see something that I don't see and you comment on it, then I'm going to check it out. Man, we got to keep the atmosphere clean of this crap, man. We got to keep it clean of that energy. That energy don't bode well for us. It's a detriment to our existence, man. Let me get some of this vapor distilled water, man. Get some of this vapor distilled water with electrolytes here. Boy, I'm going to tell you, man. Ain't nothing like that, boy. Whew. That's pretty good, man. So that's what we got to do, man. They getting out of here, bro. It ain't finna be none of that energy in here. It ain't finna be none of that. All the energy in here is going to be pro-alpha. We ain't trying to hear it. I'm talking about, man, listen, bro. I've been kicking everybody out. Females, black men, white men, Asian people, whoever been coming in here with that foolishness, man, I've been getting them the boot. And I do say, again, I'm going to repeat, for anybody that's listening but not commenting, and I know a lot of the homies like to do this. So I'm giving you a heads up, homie. This applies to everyone. If you post somebody else's link in my comments, in my chat, in my anything, you will be blocked. This is not a damn promotional, I'm not a marketing firm. So promoting other people's videos here is just not going to, if somebody's video going to be promoted, I'm going to promote it. That's it. Even if it's your own video, do not promote. Anybody, no links shall be left in my chat unless my moderator or myself are leaving them. No links shall be left on my comments unless my moderator or myself are leaving them. There will be no more links. That's just not gonna happen. I've been letting it ride. I've been letting it ride for a minute, and this is gonna cover all platforms. Like, I don't post my links on people's shit. I put my stuff on my channel, and if you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. And that's just how it is. And that's the same. The respect I give is the respect I demand. And that's just how it is. Elzu Knowledge is in the building. What's good, bro? So when we talk about the overt contradiction, that to me, that's the worst thing. That's somebody would tell you a blatant lie or tell a blatant lie on you. That's the main thing. They'll tell a blatant lie on you. So, man, listen. Let me tell you why, man, we're so slept on. And when I say slept on, I don't mean people don't acknowledge us or know us. I mean people don't understand us because they don't know any alpha males. The majority of people in the world don't know alpha males. They know a bunch of fake ass alpha males who try to act alpha. Those guys who try to wear the clothes and have the flash and do all of that. Those guys there, man. Those guys who go to the gym and build their bodies up so they can be around and rah. Those dudes who be lifting all their heavy weight, and then when they get 40, they can't even bend over and tie their damn shoes. Those guys. Most people know fake alphas. And this is the thing. If you can be fooled by a fake alpha, it just goes to show you how far away from real alpha you are. Because the fake alpha is far away from real alpha. So the bottom line is, when I talk about these dudes and how they hate the alpha male, they don't hate the real alpha male. They hate the fake alpha male. My point is trying to tell them you're hating the wrong type of people, calling them alpha. They ain't alpha, homie. The qualities that you think are so great for you are alpha qualities. That's the shit I preach. I always tell my homies, man, you got to be by yourself, man. You got to cut everybody out. The lonely life of alpha is one of my main mottos. The lonely life of alpha. Got a new design, lonely life of alpha, coming up too, homies. Y'all be looking for that. The lonely life of alpha is what we live, homies. And the crazy thing is, when you've been a purveyor of my content, you've been listening to my content, sifting through my content for months, and you have the audacity to comment negatively on a video that your ass didn't even listen to, homie, you might as well go buy you some dresses, man. Go and buy you some dresses and some Uggs, and get you some, get you some matching bra and panty sets. Go to the pastor, let him give you some prayer panties or something. You need prayer, homie. And since you're so feminine, you should try the prayer panties. And that's the reality of it, man. So let's get into this next thing, man. The next thing is caring if other men are wrong about you. You know how a chick will care if you group her in with other women? Oh boy, that's the worst thing you can do. Oh boy, she does not want to be grouped in with other women. She gonna pitch a fit if you tell her all women are the same, because none of them want to admit that. They want to be different, and they gonna let you know, I am not like them. You ain't never met a woman like me in your life. And then she gonna run down her positive character traits to you so she can show you that she ain't like the rest of the women. As a man, I don't give a damn if you wrong with me. If you wrong, man, I don't care. I don't give a damn if you wrong about me, if you judge me, if you prejudge me. Who are you? How is your judgment or prejudgment going to affect me in a negative manner? How is your lack of judgment going to affect me in a positive manner? The only way your thoughts and ideas can benefit me is if they are improving my business endeavor. Other than that, if you're not in a position to do that, your words mean absolutely nothing, man. They mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come on, G is in the building. What's good, brother? Dwayne Dot Money is in the building. Ah, man, all the time. Do not group me in with other women. I'm not like other women. May I say la? What's good, brother? So I'm telling you, man, 8 millionaires in the building. What's good, bro? Good to see you back on deck with us, man. Yeah, no doubt, Kamar. You have to learn to walk alone, man. That's the most alpha principle of them all. That's the most alpha principle of them all. You have to learn to walk alone. So when you care about what other men think about you enough to like defend yourself if they're wrong, so what if I'm wrong about what a sigma male is, man? Who cares? You know why they care that much about what I say, man? Because deep down inside, they want the respect of an alpha. Deep down inside, they want to know that I understand that they work hard to not be beta. They want me to know that they're far away from beta. They work hard to improve themselves. That's what they want me to know. They want me to respect that. They want me to accept that. And if you listen to the content, bro, the whole video, man, all I did was talk about how they got how Sigma got a whole bunch of traits that alpha males have. But see, they want the affirmation that Sigma is better than alpha. Man, how in the hell is Sigma better than alpha? When alphas have been around since the beginning of time. Help me understand that, homies. How can you be better than me when I'm the original Dundada? Don't you ever bring scared business to me. I roughest Jamaican in America. I kill people for fun. I kill for nothing and make lots of money. Don't you ever bring scared business to me. I'm saying, dog. I'm hungry, man. I'm Sigma, man. You know how I get down, dog. You know how Sigmas get down. Nah, police are wash you, Me not fuck with you right now. Police are wash you. You're out right now. Me not fuck with you, man. Me not do that. No, police are wash you right now. Come on, man. You tell me, you know what? Me think about it. Me not say me gonna do. Me think about it. But You owe me big pussycat flavor. Big pussycat flavor. We talking real talking here, man. We talking real talking here. Caring if other men are wrong about you, man, is feminine. Females care about what men think about them, bro. A female will respond and care about what you think about them, man. Man, that's what it is, my son. It's an in-between combo, man. No doubt T watched it. No doubt, man. I think that was the coldest scene now, man. I think that was the coldest scene on Belly right there, man. Well, one of the coldest scene. The coldest scene was when, I mean, that chick jumped down off that man, slit his throat, man. But that boy Ox went out like a soldier, man. Went out like a soldier. He just couldn't account for a chick jumping from on the second story, man, like a damn cat. Couldn't count on that, man. You just can't account for things like that happening, man. The next thing on this list, man, is not accepting your role as superior or inferior. This is the main problem that you have with your main chick because she don't want to accept that she's beneath you and you're the ruler of the environment. And then you have it with your side chick because she don't want to accept the fact that your main chick is your main chick and see your side chick. This is something that you're going to deal with women in your life on a personal level all the time. You are going to deal with that at all times, man. They cannot accept their role as superior or inferior. Like, your woman, your main chick is not good. Her just being your main chick is not good enough. She don't want you to have no chick in an inferior position. She don't want you to have no other chick at all. She want to be your only one. She don't care if she your number one. And then the side chick, hey man, she letting you know she'll be cool if you had a side chick. She just want to be number one. She can't accept the fact that she's inferior. She's going to be in that position. She don't understand that even if you and your main chick break up, she ain't going to all of a sudden get promoted to your main chick. She's for that position because she's in that position. And she's in that position because she's for that position. Both ways. So when you hear a man say, well, any man can be alpha or any man can be, you're a lie. If any man can be alpha, all you niggas will be alpha. You want to stop at Sigma, you'll go ahead and grow up to alpha. You think there'll be any beta males in the world if every man could be alpha? You think beta males want to be beta? You think they want to keep dealing with that energy? They just don't have the willpower to break away from it. So they convince themselves that it's the right way to be. If you're 30 years old and you got to harken back to what you were taught as a child to justify the way you live in your life, even though you don't like that life, then you're in a different headspace than the alpha, homie. And that's feminism up. Man, listen, bro. The whole thing about pride and be humble and all of that and blah blah blah. And so let me tell you something, man. There's a couple of parts of the response, man, that I thought were very entertaining, man. I don't say what I said, man. You know, I said on the video, man, where the Sigma male should revere the alpha male. He should respect and want to be the alpha male. The homie said that means that I have a superiority complex. Hell yeah. The superiority complex is one of the benefits of narcissism, cuz. What's wrong with you, man? See, let me tell you something, man. When you get to dissecting yourself by a whole bunch of scientific terms and shit, then you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. You don't have the intestinal fortitude or the willpower or the gall, or maybe even it's not your purpose to just be a strong type of man that fit into one category. Yeah, I fit into one category. That category is alpha. I don't care if I don't fit in no other category. There may be some positive things about other categories. I don't care. I don't need to have all the benefits of every category of men. I'm perfectly fine with the benefits of the category of alpha. And whatever those detriments are, when I weigh them, I never weighed them at one time and felt like the detriments outweighed that the detriments weren't justified by the positives. The benefits are always greater than the detriments of being alpha. The detriments are justified by the benefits. I'll accept those detriments every day of my life until I'm dead. I'll do that. Yeah, you know what? That's what it is, True Jackson. They want to be both slave and master on the plantation. That's it. Want to be both, man. You know what? No doubt, grown man business, man. Seek value. That's it, man. It's not even when we talk about these things, bro. We're not even talking about masculinity anymore. Like this ain't it, and that's why I didn't label this the top 10 ways dudes act beta. This ain't even that. This is lower than beta because at least the beta is a beta male. What we're talking about is female traits that these men exhibit, and the crazy thing is they exhibit them proudly. They exhibit them proudly, and they have supporters who do that. Now, we're going to get into a thing right here. This has caused me to drop some homies. This has caused me to drop some homies. There are some men in the alpha sphere that you might not have noticed you don't see anymore. They probably be here, but they can't come in because they've been blocked. They ain't going to never say another word in here. Playing both sides against each other. Playing both sides, man. I ain't no damn mediator. Being a mediator, man, jumping in between two dudes, man, that got something going on, man. That's what a female does. Y'all stop it. Why y'all fight like that? Y'all ain't got to fight like that. Come on, man. That ain't real, man. That ain't what men do. I don't go by meddling the strife not belonging to me, because the Most High say I shouldn't. Don't pass by and meddle in strife not belonging to you. I just saw a video with Ty Bridges, man. If you remember him, man, he was Willis on Different Strokes. What you talking about, Willis? Man, he messed around and his neighbor was into it with somebody else, man, and he was intervening, man. He was in between the two, man. That boy got knocked out. I'm talking about knocked out. One hitter quitter, man. Put him on his ass. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. It was funny too, bro. But that's what happens. I've seen men get killed for jumping in between two situations. I seen a man try to break up a man and his woman fight, and they both beat the brakes off his ass. I'm telling you, they whooped him to sleep. When they got off of him, man, he was asleep. I'm talking about snoring. And I'm talking about, man, they were really going. The dude were really whooping the chick, man. He was whooping this girl. And that dude tried to jump in, man. He went in the dude's face. The chick hit him first. When he grabbed the dude, the chick jumped on his back, man, and started biting him in the ear, on the head or something. And when she did that, he let go of the dude, man. They whooped him to sleep, bro. All because he couldn't mind his damn business. All because he can't stay out the way and act like everything got something to do with him. Everything ain't got nothing to do with you, man. Men don't mediate between other men unless that's your job in a court of law, or unless you're a referee. You know what I'm saying? Man, think about it. Who in the hell go to the NFL and say I want to be a referee? Think about this. All the players, when they retire, they become analysts, or they become coaches, or they become trainers, none of them niggas become referees, man. Because referee ain't no alpha position, man. Don't no real man want to be no referee, man, between no dudes. And that's the reality of it, man. These type of things are things that I'm seeing that must be checked, because the alpha energy is being drained out of the world, man, right before our eyes. And the number one thing is, it ain't the women that's doing it. It ain't feminism that draining the masculinity out of the world. We keep blaming women. Women don't have the power to drain the masculinity out of the world. It is their wishes being perpetuated by the beta male and all these other in all of his versions. They are perpetuating feminine energy in the world. Because men, by and large, don't listen to women. But if men listen to men and men come and perpetuate their energy, it's a whole lot easier to be some sort of feminine if you've been feminine your whole life. It's a whole lot easier to be some sort of passive man if you've been passive your whole life. It's a whole lot easier to be some sort of docile man if you've been docile your entire life. And so when you get all of these men, the majority of men who spread information in any kind of way are no better than Steve Harvey and his Think Like a Man book. Think Like a Man movie. No better than T.D. Jakes with his Woman Thou Art Loosed. Loose from what? Loose from your youth? Loose from your SMV? That's all. But these men are the ones who perpetuate these things. And that's why women are wearing prayer panties. Jordan Johnson, what up? What up, Jay? Good to see you in the building, bro. These boys are out here, man, living like females. And I'm just glad that all of them ain't sitting around calling themselves alpha male, because my job would never be done. I'd constantly I'd be having to put out twice the alpha content that I put out, man. No doubt, soul star. The Bible was meant to protect men from women, not the other way around. Kurt Nojapia, he sure is, man. And that's why he going through with that chick he got, man. That boy can't handle that hood chick, man. That chick from the gutter, man. That's a D girl, man. That chick ain't rolled with them D boys her whole life, man. And she was getting money with him. That girl, man, she know how to cook and cut. She know how to make drops. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he done got him a little Kim, man. He got him a show enough gutter chick, man. That boy Steve ain't ready for that, man. He a friendly Jim type of dude. Now she all up in his pockets for his money. Now, man, he can't do nothing, man. He stuck with her. He stuck with her. And she tried to keep herself a little young, man. She probably still be getting out there, man. For yo, I got a I was, you know how I made the video about Nicki Minaj hitting the wall, man. How about, man, she got a new boyfriend now, man. That dude, that dude got 12 mug shots, 12 different mug shots. Fool been arrested 12 times. He got 12 different mug shots. I'm telling you, boy, when that wall hit him, they get desperate. She'll take any thug right now. Any thug that's young, she'll take him. Don't matter what he been through, because she needs to prove to the world that she can still get a young, scrapping buck. But to be who she is, she has gone left from Safari and gone back to even a lesser level than Safari now. I got you know I'm finna do something about that, man. I just want to put that in y'all ear. You know I'm finna talk about that today. That it's coming up soon, too, homies. It's coming up soon. So, you know, when you don't accept your role as a, if you just joining me, man, let me go back and do a quick recap right quick. If you're just joining me, man, this is the High Altitude Show. I'm your host with the most, Mr. BoA, aka Book About for Running Me. Today's topic is 10 ways men, dudes, not men, 10 ways dudes act like chicks. Number one is dirty macking. Talking bad about you to a chick in order to get her to like him better. Same thing as talking bad to people who listen to BoA, making up shit, talking bad about me to make people like you more than they like me. But I'm so alpha that the people who like you more than they like me don't understand my content anyway. Because our content is on two different levels. And that don't matter who you are on the platform. Our content, now I ain't gonna say my content is on a two different levels from, yeah, my content is on a different level from everyone. I'm not going, I don't know what I was about to say. And that's not to say that everyone has bad content, but you know, nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's crazy like me, man. I'm crazy, man. I'm talking about certified crazy, home. So I don't give a damn. Cause I keep telling you, man, the entire time, man, shit get rough enough for me, man. I go ahead, I blow my shit out the back of my head. That's why I can live life so free. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I already know what I'll do. That's why I can live life so free. That's why I have to get outside of my body. That's why I had to figure out how to step outside of my matrix and view myself from the outside. Cause viewing myself from the inside, man, I don't enjoy living in this world as a human. This world is fucked up for humans, man. But I ain't gonna get all into that right now, man. I could. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about that tonight, man. Let me write that down. The title for tonight's show, man, is gonna be "This World is Fucked Up for Humans," man. Y'all be looking for that, man. It's gonna be top notch. That's why you have to step outside of yourself, man, to be who you're gonna be, man. You have to keep it 100 with yourself. So we're gonna talk about that tonight, man. That's gonna be top notch boss game right there, man. We're gonna do that, man, by 9:30. By 9:30, man. Y'all being here with me, man, by 9:30. I'll post it up on the I posted on the community wall though. So, and I'll say something about it in the Nicki Minaj video as well. So the next thing is this, man. Shaming language. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There was so much shame language in the content of that, in the comments of that video, man. I mean, you know what, bro? I just cannot believe that these dudes are this effeminate, man. Like, I'm having a hard time accepting that, man. Like, I know there's a lot of beta male energy in the world, man, but I am having a hard time believing that not only are there a lot of beta, but a lot of dudes are feminine. I just had no idea that so many dudes who don't look feminine are feminine. So many dudes who don't sound feminine are feminine. We're in a crazy world right now where you can't look at a dude and tell he's feminine. You can't listen to a dude and tell he's feminine. You can't watch a dude mannerism and tell he's feminine. You really have to break down and get to know somebody well enough to see their activity, to see how they act, to see how they respond to certain stimuli. That's the only way you could tell now. That's why I'm fly. That's why I fly solo. That's why we fly solo as alphas. You can't trust nobody, man. You don't know what these dudes be on, man, because internally, like, we live in a society where everybody's becoming the same externally, so everybody wears skinny pants. Men wear skinny pants, women wear skinny pants. Everybody wear a whole bunch of piercings and all that. Men wear piercings, women wear piercings. Everybody wear their hair the same way. Everybody got dreads. Like, that's just what it is. So you almost physically can't tell people apart. You can tell them apart just by the facial hair of men. But if men shave that facial hair off, man, you'll be surprised at how many times you'll see men and women and not be able to tell them apart, man. So you mean tell me that in order to know somebody's energy, I got to get to know them? Man, I ain't finna be getting to know no people out here, so I just avoid their ass, man. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here for real, man. Like, it took me a minute, man. Like, I couldn't even think about what I was gonna say, man. I couldn't even think about no response, man. Like, I couldn't even think about how to think about the feminine energy, man, that I felt, man, like throughout that entire joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this feminine energy was worse than the other cat. And this cat acts and talks and looks more masculine than the other cat. Sounds more masculine. But his tactics were more effeminate. Like, damn. How are you in the world existing as a man and your tactics are so effeminate? Unless all the other men around you are okay with that because their tactics are just as effeminate. It's crazy, bro. And see, like, we sit in here and call them effeminate, but what it is just par for the course. This is just what people do now. Nothing is effeminate anymore. Everything, like, you can't call anything feminine or masculine anymore. Something might be done by a man or a woman. Like, you can't even look at things like that anymore. And to me, that's crazy, man. That's crazy to even be in an environment where you can't really tell if someone is masculine or feminine. You can't tell. There's no way to truly know. Like, how weird is that, homies? Honestly, how weird is that? How much does that give you pause in dealing with anyone? Anyone. I'm looking at everybody sideways now, man. Even people that I knew from years back, man, I'm looking at them sideways, man. I got to watch. I got to see what they're doing I got to see what they're doing as far as, their actions, how they interact with people, man, how they thinking, man, what they promoting. I got to look at all this, and I ain't got time, man, to be doing that for every person in the world, man, that I come across. So I just be staying to myself like we do as alphas, man. No doubt, Jamal. I appreciate that, bro. So let's get it. Let's finish this list up, man. Another thing is taking things personal that are none of your concern. You see, your side chick will take it personal that you're going to be with your wife for her birthday. Or you're going to be with your main chick for her birthday. She take it personal. God ain't got nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her. Nothing. She'll take it personal that you bought a new car. Nothing to do with her. That's just feminine nature. She wants everything to have something to do with her. Your main chick, man, your main chick with feminine. Man, listen, bro, you can be sitting downstairs working, man, fall asleep in your man cave, man. Your wife come down there and wake you up and be like, you must been with somebody because you ain't sleeping in the bed. You don't never sleep down here. All you did was pass out while you working. She can see the paperwork around, but she don't care. She getting her feelings about something that has absolutely nothing to do with her. But she gonna make everything be about her. And so that's why if I make a video about Sigma males, why is every cat that calls himself a Sigma male responding in the comments? Every cat that thinks he might be Sigma is responding in the comments. It ain't even got nothing to do with you. I ain't calling nobody name. I ain't saying about none of you fools. But here you go. All in the mix. I'm telling you, man, these people crazy, man. These people crazy, man. It's too effeminate, man. Dudes be in their feelings too much, man. Dudes be in their feelings too much. I don't understand it, man. Exclusively done entertainment. What's good, bro? A Supreme said instead of looking at things as masculine and feminine, we have to start seeing things as weakness and strength. And man, weakness and strength is masculine and feminine. Masculine represents the strength. Masculine is strength. Masculinity is the strength. Femininity is the weakness. That's how we are looking at things now. See, we're alpha. We don't live in the world where we finna start sugarcoating the words so women can feel okay about it. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the homie's there either. We're not going that route. These are the terms that have been used since the beginning of time. These are the terms that we're gonna stick with. Masculine and feminine. That's how God made the world. Male and female made he. There was a man, the man was alone, he made a woman. When Noah took the animals on the ark, he took a male and a female of each. That's the way of the world. Masculinity, femininity. Masculinity represents strength. Femininity represents weakness. Now, all these women who don't want to represent weakness, they'll go to church and be told that they're the weaker vessel. In church, it's okay for them to be in the weaker vessel. They come outside and come home to you, they want to be strong. Now, you better go be strong at church, come home to me and be the weaker vessel. That's how that's going to work out. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. It'll be a whole lot easier to push it. It'll be a whole lot easier to say it, to live it, but I don't care about ease. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about ease, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cut and dry. And you know what? It's funny you say that, David Owens, what's up, bro? It's funny you say that, man. That's exactly how they view it. Their entire response is, you know, it ain't just cut and dry like that. Yes, hell it is. It's cut and dry like that. If I throw a ball in the air, it's going up. When gravity pushes back down, it's coming down. It's cut and dry like that. There's no in between. Well, it's just kind of hovering up there a little bit. It's a ball, homie. When they get to the height of what my force can push it up into the atmosphere, then gravity is going to take over and push it back my way. There's only so high I'm going to get it up with my force before gravity pushes it back down. Up and down, side to side, left and right. That's it. Life is simple. Life is simple. Logical life is simple. Emotional life is complicated. So the more you complicate things, it's based on emotion. Like, I feel like if we start using terms like strength and weakness instead of masculine and feminine, then we're pretty much saying that strength can be feminine or masculine. And we're saying weakness can be masculine or feminine. Weakness cannot be masculine. It simply can't. The strong shall feed off the weak. No matter what the environment is. In a financial environment, the rich feed off the poor. In a physical environment, in a sports environment, the most athletic, 9 times out of 10, feed off the least athletic, the less athletic. You have the outliers like Steph Curry and Chris Paul, a couple of guys like that. But for the most part, the more athletic guys are going to dominate athletics. That's just the way it is. You're not going to have a whole bunch of Steph Currys in the NBA. You understand? You're not going to have a whole bunch of players in the NBA with the mobility of Tom Brady. You're simply not. Tom Brady plays the only position, and now in 5 years, you won't even be able to play that position if you're not athletic. Fortunately, Tom will be gone by then. But if you can't move in the pocket, you're not going to even be able to play quarterback in the NFL in the next 5 years. We live in an environment where the strong feed off the weak. So if you are in a relationship and a woman is giving you the blues, you are in the position of weakness. She is in a position of strength. That does not mean that femininity is strong and masculinity is weak. That means that you are giving her your masculine strength. Yes, that strength can be transferred. And if you are giving her your masculine strength, she is not going to give it back to you. I can tell you that. She's not going to give it back to you. Yeah, but you know what, Ace? We don't want to make it easy to differentiate between those types. We just want to keep it in on our mind that strength is masculinity. So we won't start becoming androgynous. Like we want strength to stay with the term masculinity. We don't want it to just be integrated into this transference, this transition into a non a gender neutral society. We want to keep strength on the masculine side. That's what we're fighting against, trying to integrate the word strength into the current society. No, that means that we're gonna start adapting to that. We're gonna start. No, we can't do that. Like we're the last Mohicans, man. We're the last hope for the world, man. Us men are the last hope for the world. Men keep creating environments for themselves to be in that don't require them to be masculine. They can have these feminine traits that I'm speaking on in this particular show. They can have these feminine traits and be okay in this society. There was once a society where a man could not have these traits. It would be trouble for him to have these traits. Now, in this society, a man can have these traits and have hundreds, if not thousands, of supporters for being this type of low-level man. This type of effeminized man has support in this world. We have to make sure that we don't become those supporters. So yes, we must hold this, perpetuate this. We are the last Mohicans. After us, there will be no more. The world will be a one gender, one currency, one religion, one government environment. That is how significant it is for us to maintain this energy. Now, the last thing on this list, man, is needing to be validated, but not admitting it. I noticed that a lot of these guys were saying, well, we don't need to be validated. The alpha need to be validated. The alpha need people. Alpha need, first of all, everybody needs people in some capacity. Unless you're going to be a hermit and just go live on an island by yourself, and I don't know anybody who's ready to do that on an island by themselves as the only human person on the island. I don't know anybody who's ready to do that yet. I ain't even ready to do that. China White, I appreciate the super chat. Shout out to China White. Say I support your alpha energy. I appreciate that, shout out. But when you need to be validated and you deny it, you're not even keeping it 100 with yourself about who you are. That's like a woman that you're involved with, and she pressure you to. She want to try to. Where are we going? Where do you see this going? Like we've been here for a while. Where are we building to something or what? She don't care if y'all building to something. She needs validation with a title. She needs validation with a title. But when you tell her that, you just chilling, y'all, blah, blah. I mean, if you tell her, well, I know you need some validation with a title, she's, well, I ain't worried about no title. I don't need no validation. I was just asking, blah, blah, blah. That's how she'll do. She needs validation. So even a woman who's gained 50 pounds, man, will still ask a man, does she look good? Even a woman who's gained 100 pounds, asks a man, does she look fat in that dress? Because she needs validation. She needs validation. She'll lie about it, but she needs validation. A woman who's posting pics on Instagram every day, she'll tell you that, man, she posts pics because she like to post pics. She posts them for herself. No, she posts them for validation. She'll tell you she don't need validation. Yes, you do. She needs that validation. They're addicted to it. Women deny the need to be validated. And so do these feminine men. They deny that they need any form of validation. I'm going to be honest with you. Being chosen on by attractive women, it does enhance my alpha outlook on myself. I'm not going to lie to you. If I go in somewhere and a woman, man, who has not been giving anybody any play, chooses on me, man, but it doesn't validate me as a man, it reiterates my understanding of my alpha energy. I understand that those type of things are going to happen. Do they happen all of the time? No. But I don't go nowhere all the time. They could happen all the time if I went somewhere all the time. Like if I was one of those cats that went to the club all the time or went to party all the time, yeah, they probably would. But I don't party at all, man. Rock, I appreciate the super chat, brother. What's good with you, man? Good to see you in the joint. But those men need to be validated. That's why it's so adamant to them that I understand what Sigma is. That's why it's so valid. That's why it's so valuable to them that I be disputed. Man, I'm not this. Man, listen, bro. I'm not even a huge YouTuber. I don't even see what the benefit you get out of going to that. I mean, going to that extreme to dispute something I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That shit made me feel like a big YouTuber for a minute, man. I just had to go look at my subscribers and be like, oh, nah, you doing all right. You ain't that big though. And I had to remind myself. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Like somebody responded to my joints. Whoa, they took my whole joint and trying to break it down. I'm like, hold up, bro. I'm in the building, man. I'm in the building, man. So I looked at that, man, and I said, you know what, man? I uh I really don't understand why these men feel the need to deny who they are. If you are this person, you are this person, man. Be you. Accept who you are. And don't worry about what the hell I think you are. You don't even know me. You don't know me. You're doing all this talk trying to convince me that I don't know. I still don't know if you Sigma, Alpha, or Beta. You couldn't, man, I ain't be no dude for real. You could have been born a chick, man. I don't know. And it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deal with my followers, man, my subscribers, my Alpha Sphere, my Alpha brethren, man. Like, I chop it up with them. I'm not worrying about what your people think about me, homie. I damn sure ain't worrying about what my brothers think about you. Man, men have to stop acting like girls, man. Especially if you're a grown ass man. If you're a grown ass man, you somebody act like a little girl, man. I'll take my belt off and beat the brakes off you, man. That's what you need. I put you across my knee, man, and beat the skin off your tail, boy. Acting like a little girl. Andre Drake, what up, bro? And I say, man, at any given time, we as alpha men have to understand that we are going to be under attack. Because the lesser male doesn't even know that he's been used as a pawn by a system that wants to weed us out. His job is to make men feel like it's okay to not be the most alpha version of themselves. He is a pawn being used by a society that wants him to be more like women. And he doesn't even know it, man. He doesn't even know it. And that's the sad thing. When you're destroying your own kind, pretty much your own self, contributing to the destruction of the world for your sons, for your nephews, for your grandsons if you live that long. It's a sad state, man. It's a sad state. It's a very feminine state of mind. And that is one of the main things these boys do, man, that makes them act like chicks. They are anti-male and pro-female. And that's fine if you're a female. It's fine to be pro-female if you're a female. I'm not saying female should be pro-man. I'm not saying she should be. But I damn sure did not expect for men, this many men, to be pro-female. So much so that they're willing to adopt some of her traits as their own and use those traits and ideologies to attack men who have done nothing throughout their lives but strive to be the most alpha version of themselves. And for a man to have an issue with that is sick, man. It's sickening. I don't even understand the logic. But hey, maybe that's because there is no logic. So that's going to wrap it up for this show, man. I just wanted to talk about this. I knew I had to talk about this, man. It was, it wasn't like it was heavy on my mind or anything. I just felt like it was time, man, for this to be addressed, man. Like, there's only two types of men in the world. You are alpha or you are beta. Anything else is just a variation of beta. Because there are no variations of alpha. You either alpha or you're not. Period. So call yourself whatever you will. You can be what, man, listen, pick any letter out of the Greek alphabet and be that type of man. I'm fine with that. I just know what I am. And frankly, that's all I care about. I care less about what you are. Be all that you can be in the army. Be all you can be, man. But as far as being alpha, I'm gonna tell you like I always say, man. I can do what I want to do. It's the way that I want to live. I can do just what I feel. And that's the bottom line. And my alpha brethren, I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate all the Patreon subscribers, man. I appreciate all the subscribers on the channel, the YouTube channel, man. I appreciate subscribers on my other platforms, man, on the Facebook. I appreciate all of that, man. Even though I ain't really big on Facebook and IG, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I do video content. And I don't really like the fact that you put your video content up on those channels and that shit be gone. I put a video up on YouTube, man, it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's there until I take it down. And that's the bottom line, man. So again, David Tower was good, brother. Again, I say this. If you have been linking other people's joints in my comments, man, please do not do that again because it will be grounds to be blocked, man. I do not want other people's channel promoted in my comments. I don't want other people's channel promoted in my chats. Even if it's your own channel, do not promote your channel in my comments. At least have the courtesy to ask me, is that shit okay, before you just start dropping your links in my comments. Because just based on the principle of it, I'm gonna have to block you if you do. Man, what the hell is Delta, Iron Mike? See what I'm saying, man? Like, what is Delta? I don't even know what this is, man. Iron Mike say he's seen a few cats that were Delta. What's a Delta? You talking about like the sorority? See what I'm saying? I look at it like this, man. Like Delta, even in Greek organizations, Delta is mostly used for females. I wouldn't even want to be a Delta male. Like I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, man. So I'm gonna see what the homie got to say, man. What is Iron Mike? What is Delta, man? I think Iron Mike might be pulling my leg, man. My leg hurt like shit right now. I think Iron might be pulling my leg, man. But I need to hear this, man. I need to hear what a Delta is, man. I have never heard a Delta male, man. I've never heard of that. I never have. I don't know if I'm gonna like what it is either, man. Yeah, it probably A says it's beneath the beta, I guess. Yeah, it's probably beneath the beta, man. But you know what? Ask yourself, man. And this is real talk. The feminine things that are on this list: dirty macking, intentionally misleading people about another man's character by deceptively relaying information, personal attacks on men you have absolutely no knowledge of nor relationship with, overt contradiction, caring if other men are wrong about you or not accepting your role as superior or inferior, shaming language as a go-to tactic, taking things personal that are none of your concern, needing to be validated but not admitting it, and playing both sides against each other. You have to ask yourself, if men are exhibiting these types of character traits, you have to ask yourself, man, why are they even allowed to call themselves any type of male? Why are they even? Well, you know what? Male, you can be, I get it. See, you could be born male. If you're born with a penis, you're male. But we're talking about men. We're alpha men. That's what we are here. Alpha men. Trey Warchild. Yeah, man, that's what it sounded like to me, man. When he said Delta, I thought about the airlines, man. Big boy, what up, homie? I'm thinking about the airlines. That's the only Delta I know, man. I know some chicks that's in the sorority. I know some Delta chicks in the sorority, man. Actually, you should knock down a couple. So, I don't really know what that is, man. That's crazy. I told you, man. Before long, man, every Greek letter, man, gonna have them. They're gonna be foxtrot, man. They're gonna be foxtrot males, be golf males. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be some epsilon males. You know what I'm saying? It's already some males call themselves omega, and that's crazy, man. It's crazy out here, man. So it's just one of those things, man. I look at it and I'm like, these dudes be whatever they want to be, man. We just gonna stick to being alpha. That's what we're gonna do. It's easy to just focus on one thing as opposed to try to, you know, be everything to everybody. And man, when the dudes say, well, if somebody say they want to be, they can be less. Hey man, being less beta don't make you alpha. It don't. It just makes you less beta. That's it, man. Authenticity and the true nature of man is the goal. And the true nature of man is masculine. We don't do these feminine traits, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I still ain't know what the fact that a man would do that. Like, how you gonna make an over an hour long video dissecting every single thing I said, putting it down in a way that makes people think I was saying something else? That's crazy, man. All right, got our first one right there. So, exclusive done entertainment says I've had dudes screenshot my stories on social media and send it to a female I'm dealing with. Man, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Now that's nuts, man. That's why I don't really do other forms of social media, man. I throw a post, or I throw one of my thumbnails on my BoA IG, on my BoA IG, man, or I throw a meal shot up on my Nubian King Vegan IG, man. But I don't do a whole bunch of posting, man. Putting my story. I don't do a whole bunch of stories. Like I think I've done one story on IG, man. I don't do stories on IG, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I just ain't really into the rigmarole, man, of how active you have to be on that, man. People be doing stories every day, man. I ain't really got time for it. Yeah, and that's the crap, man. They just do it, bro. They just do it because that's the energy they in, man. They're just in that. It don't even have to be effective. They're just like, man, this response, man, it wasn't effective, man. It literally proved every point that I was making. Every point that I made, man, the response proved that entire point. I ought to link it. You know what I'm saying? I really should link it. As a matter of fact, man, I'm gonna link it. Y'all give me a minute, man. I'm gonna link his response, man, in the what's called it, man. I figure I'll link it, man. Y'all need to check it out, man. Y'all really do. Y'all need to see this, man. Y'all got to see this, man. Just to see how flawed it is, man. Y'all got to see it. Man, it take too much effort to go over there, man. I ain't gonna do it. It take too much effort, man. I gotta find the channel, and I ain't gonna do it, man. It take too much effort. Too much effort, man. I ain't gonna do it. That's it, man. Focusing on being a competent man of value and standing on that, bro. That's what we're on. That's what our lives are based on. I don't know what the ECAT's doing, but they can do what they want to do, man. We live in a different life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a different life. We live in our best lives, and our best lives are different from their best lives, I guess. I just know, man, that the proper way to deal with men, and the crazy thing is, this is what's really weird about it, man. Men will deal with women in a very positive manner. Like these type of things, if this dude had responded to a female's video, he wouldn't have done that. He would have been afraid to do that. When these dudes go at females on the platform, man, they're afraid to do it. They do it in a very respectful manner. These dudes are afraid, man. They handle things totally different. So we live in a society where a man has more reverence for a female than he has for another man, even if he doesn't know the man, if he has no animosity with the man or anything like that. He has more reverence. Let me tell you something, man. Any man who reveres women more than he reveres men is not a man. He is not a man at all. He's a male. You can be a male all you want to, man. And that's just the way it is, man. But we're not talking about being males. We're talking about being men. Be the strongest, meanest, leanest, paid, spiritually grounded, most confident version of yourself. That is how you master yourself. And that's the bottom line, man. Yeah, no doubt, Riz. No doubt. And hey, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yo, man, Iron Mike never did tell me, man, what a Delta male is. I don't know. Mike must have made that up, man. He had to make that up. He had to make that. Yo, man, peep game, homie. Let me tell y'all something, man. I ain't gonna call the dude name and then, man. But I had somebody come to me, man, and ask me, could a dude who was bisexual but masculine, who played the masculine role when he was with the other dude, could he be alpha? And he would say he wasn't asking for me. He wasn't asking for him. He was asking for one of his homies who came to him and came out like that. And my response was, alpha is based on the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Alpha is based on the Most High. So I quoted actually I just gave him the scripture of the verse in Deuteronomy. It was Leviticus. It says, the man that lay with the man shall not lay with a man like he lay with a woman, is an abomination, and both shall surely be put to death. And when I sent to that man, I told him, nah, bro, so, that's what it is. I mean, can he be masculine? Yeah, I guess in the context of a relationship with another dude, he could be masculine. I guess in every relationship, there's a masculine and a feminine role. And if he's playing the masculine role, he can be masculine in that situation. But can he be alpha? No. Dude never did respond, man. He stopped following me on everything. So I think he was talking about himself, man. But I would never call the dude name out, man, and put him out there like that. I just thought it was interesting that you asked me a question, and I guess he was so taken aback, man, that he couldn't be alpha. Or maybe he was just trying to find a reason, man, to stop supporting. I don't know, man. I don't know what it was. I just thought it was weird that he'd asked me that for someone else, and then when I responded, he stopped supporting me on everything. Like, literally. I ain't seen him since then, on nothing. Dude stopped supporting me on everything, man. So I was like, and then he said, man, he was like, man, he ain't gonna judge the homie, man. That's his homie, man. He told him just blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, so I think dude was just talking about himself, man. And once he realized, man, that, and I'm not finna sugarcoat them for nobody to keep their support, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If that means that you ain't gonna support me no more, man, fine. Do that. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You might be saying, I don't support BoA no more, but you know what you all gonna say? Man, BoA kept it 100 with me. That's why I don't support him no more, but he kept it 100. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man. I owe you that. I owe everybody that. I owe it with you to keep it 100 with you, man. I owe it with you. The parts of my life that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to keep it 100. My life ain't going to never be an open book. I got some shit that's going to the grave with me, homie. Real talk. I got some things that don't nobody know but me and one other person. And they can't talk. So I'm telling you, there are some things, man, I'm taking to my grave with me, homie. And that list ain't even short. You know what I'm saying? That list ain't even short. It's a rather nice list. But there's some things I'm taking to the grave with me, though. So, but the things that I share with you, man, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. When I talk about something, I'm going to keep it 100. And anything that I'm not going to keep it 100 about, I'm just not going to talk about it. Or anything that I think ain't your damn business. Now, some things I'm going to keep it 100 about it, but if it ain't your business, I ain't going to talk about it. And that's on a personal level, man. Especially with women. Women like to ask you crazy questions, man. Shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. But like I just said, man. Listen, and I'm just talking basic conversation right now, and went right back to one of these topics. Taking things personal that are none of your concern. That's what women do. They ask you questions about things, man. Then when you don't tell them, they take it personal. It ain't even none of their concern, but they ask about it. And when you say, man, that ain't none of your business, I ain't gonna talk to you about that. You said you're gonna be honest with me. I am honest with you. I'm honestly telling your ass that ain't your business. So get somewhere and sit down. No doubt, Soul Star, man, we're under attack from all sides, man. We're under attack from all sides, man. And that's why I say you cannot be in a situation with a woman who's not submissive. If you're gonna be around a woman, she has to be submissive, because if she's not submissive, your ass gonna start being submissive. Either that, or you gonna. I ain't saying you're just gonna submit like a slave, but you gonna start being more submissive. You're gonna compromise with her, so you can't afford to be around a woman that's not submissive, man. If she ain't gonna submit to you, man, she has no value. She could be a millionaire, she has no value. She could be the biggest freak in the world. She has no value. She could be the most beautiful woman you ever seen. If she's not going to submit, she has no value. A woman's value is in her submission. A woman's value is in her ability to be a help me. I take a fat chick that's a help me before I take a bad chick that's get on my nerves without always trying to be combative. Just to be perfectly honest with you. You see, I'm outside of my mind. I'm outside of my physical. So outside of my physical, in my spiritual realm, I can look at a woman in her spiritual realm. Now, am I saying I'm not? I'm gonna have to be attracted to her. So whatever she look like physically, I'm gonna have to find her attractive enough to want to knock her down, to want to break her back. But when you're talking about looking at a woman based on something physical, the physical comes secondary to me. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's attraction there to where I want to not break her back, it don't. The rest of it don't even matter. When you think about it, once a woman is fine enough for you to want to break her back, for you to arouse you, then what more are you going for? At that point, you got to start thinking about the content of her character. You understand? I gauge women by the content of their character from my spiritual realm, and so from my spiritual realm, there are more women who are my type physically than there are who are my type spiritually. See what I'm saying? So if you look at women from a spiritual perspective first, then you're going to eliminate a whole lot more women than you would if you looked at them from a physical first. Because pretty much, depending on how horny you are, you could be a man that knock down number nines, and then you get horny enough, you'll knock down a six. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a man that holds yourself to a high standard spiritually, and you hold women to that same high standard, if you are on a certain level spiritually and you hold a woman to that, you're not going to go down and knock down a scallywag, because you're viewing her from a spiritual level. And that's why I say no man is on the level of an alpha, because we are outside of our manhood. We are outside of our manliness. We view ourselves from the outside. That's why we can govern our masculinity so well. You can't govern your masculinity right from the inside, because you got to look at the world from being a member of the world. If you can look at the world from being an outlier, then you can control yourself, and you can think from a spiritual perspective. And I think that's what we all should be focusing on, man. It's gonna keep going the way it's going until men start to value a woman based on the content of her character, man. I know plenty of men that got bad chicks, and they straight scallywags, straight scandalous. They liars, they deceivers. They don't do nothing right. You can't trust a word they say. They lie with a straight face. They're users. They're a whole bunch of things, but they look good. And then I know women who are plain Janes, clean up nice, but they just prefer to be plain Janes. You see them clean, you're like, damn, where the hell all this been, girl? But every day you see them, they plain Jane. But you know what? They sweet as shit. Don't never raise their voice. Man, let me tell you something. Man, I've known women for 5-6 years. And no matter what I do, I'm such an asshole. I'm such all this. But they have never, ever raised their voice at me. Never challenged me. Never went out of their way to ridicule anything I'm saying. When I'm talking, they're all ears. They never interrupt me when I'm talking. They're all ears. These boys out here ain't living that life, man. And yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, man, all of them are nines, but all of them at least 7.5s. And they clean up well to 8.5. So I mean, hey man, the thing is, man, you're rarely gonna find a 9.4. You know, I don't give no dimes. You're rarely gonna find a 9.4, which is the closer woman get to perfection, man, that's submissive like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's just been gassed up too much by beta males. Now you might find one down in the country somewhere, but in most cities in this society, or you might find some out of the country. Now you go to another country, yeah, but here, nah, man, you ain't gonna find no chick, man, that's got you ain't never heard of, and she got 6 million followers on Instagram, man. She ain't gonna submit to you. She ain't gotta submit. She gets too much validation from other places. That's where the content of character comes in. If a woman has her content of character right, she's not posting pictures on Instagram. Hey, she ain't even on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? She ain't on Instagram. She might be on Facebook and just the people that she work with. You know what I'm saying? She might be on Facebook. Might not. She don't comment. She listen to YouTube video, but she ain't got no YouTube account. She just listen to videos. She may like a video. She don't never comment. She don't play those games. And there are women out here who are like that. But the places men go to look for them are places you can't go in your spiritual realm. You cannot go in no damn club and be in your spiritual realm, man. That is not conducive to the spiritual realm. The music they're playing in there is conducive to demonic spirits. The alcohol they're serving in there are drunk people all over that place. The spirits they're serving in there are conducive to demonic spirits. You see what I'm saying? So there's certain places you can't go and be in the spiritual realm. Church is another one of those places you can't go and be in the spiritual realm. You can't be spiritual at church. You can be religious, but you can't be spiritual. The very moment you walk through the doors, man, the spirit of the Most High stays outside and waits on you to come back out. So you have to understand, man, you have to, and this is the thing. Yeah, no doubt, Soul Star. That's what she'll do when her body decays. She start losing all her following. She'll do nothing. Like, she still ain't gonna submit. She gonna be one of those chicks. She's never gonna accept the fact that her body has decayed. She's never gonna do it. She will never accept that fact. She'll be 50 years old, man, and still be wearing the same type of stuff. Kind of like when you see Nicki Minaj, man. When you see Nicki Minaj scantily clad like that, Nicki Minaj almost 40. And she still be going around scantily clad like that. Still be popping up on these award shows, man, with or on a video, man, scantily clad with all her body out, man. Man, this chick almost too old to have children, man, and she's still walking around like that. She ain't gonna never stop. She gonna always feel that way. Because the thing is, if a woman takes care of herself a little bit, she gonna always look better than her peers. So a 40-year-old woman who been taking care of herself her whole life, she gonna look way better than her peers. And so she gonna always feel like she has more options, and she may. Like a 40-year-old woman, a woman Nicki Minaj age who didn't look good at all, who was totally out of shape and all that, didn't have no plastic wear or none of that, she would not be able to even get the little thug dude that she got. You see what I'm saying? She's never gonna accept that fact, because there's always gonna be a beta male who could do better, who's gonna accept her. Always. Men don't have that option. You get 50 years old as a man, and you out of shape, man, a lot of time, man, you gotta have long money. You can't have a little money. You can have long money and make up for that. But if you 50 years old and you get out of shape, man, and you've been out of shape for years, let me tell you something, brothers, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Right now. If you in your 30s and your ass ain't in shape, especially if you ain't never been in shape, you better get in shape. Because the older you get, the harder it is to get in shape without having that extra damn skin on you. You got to start getting in shape now, man. You have to. You're gonna be built like a woman who just had twins, man. And that's the reality of it, man. Yeah, and you know what, bro? Soul Star, I've heard women, feminist women, of course, say that, well, they're over there like that. Why do women gotta cover up so men can control themselves? Because women are meant to be submissive. They do what the hell men tell them to do. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna cover up. So men won't have that temptation. I agree with you, Trey. I'm telling you, man. Man, they got the major pimp hand over there, man. They put the smack down on them too, man. I'm talking about straight backhand pimp smack if anything go wrong. And that's why I like African chicks, man. A lot of those African chicks, man, they're Islamic, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, depending on what country they're in, man. Like you get a Islamic chick from Kenya, man. You see her one time, man, and she even Nigeria, man. You see her and she got on all her Islamic garb on a certain time, man. Then you see her another time, man, bitch got on a miniskirt. So you can't. It's certain countries that you can go to, man. And that's why I say the French speaking countries with Islamic religions, man, those are the best women you can find, man. If you know French, you learn French, man, you can go get you a bad young chick. And I'm talking about, man, you go to some of those countries, man, chick be 27, 28, still be virgins, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to those countries, man, they still be virgins, bro. Man, that's crazy. Because those countries, man, some of those countries, if you're not a virgin, man, you can't get a husband if you're not a virgin. Nobody's going to marry a woman that are, man, some of those countries, man, the worst thing a woman could do, man, is have a child out of wedlock. Have a child out of wedlock, man, and be a straight outcast. Over here, Have a child out of wedlock, man, you be a strong woman. You get revered. You get all kinds of respect over here, man, for being a single mother. Over there, man, you damn near can't work if you're a single mother, man. So, that society that we're living in, man, where that's why I say, man, we as men have to start viewing ourselves from a spiritual perspective. And I'm gonna let y'all guys know right now, man, my content, I'm still gonna do my regular content, but my content is about to take a little bit more spiritual twist. We're not gonna go into, I'm not gonna come here and start preaching to you, man, with the white cloth on and shit. But because you see how I talk, I can't be in the pulpit, man, saying shit. So, but it's about to take a spiritual turn, man. Just to not a spiritual turn based on religion. When I say spiritual, don't think religion. When I say spiritual, think as viewing the world from my spiritual realm. So my content is about to get deep, man. Like, it's about to get real deep. It's about to get third eye deep. So, y'all be looking out for that, man. I know there's a couple people, man, that's gonna kind of slide to the side, man. But for the most part, man, I know that most of y'all, man, gonna roll with that, because that's the level we need to be on anyway, man. Oh, no doubt, Trey. No doubt. Israelite all day, man. So I say, the content is gonna start gravitating toward that a little bit, man, to where I'm still gonna speak on the same things, but the realm I speak on it from is just gonna get more profound, man. I feel like now, man, I think I've got enough of a following now where I can make that transition into what I want to be, because my name is the book of Alpharonomy. That Ronomy comes from the book of Deuteronomy. So I'm combining the alpha male with the word of the Most High. And now it's time for me to make that transition, man. I think I got enough for a following where I can lose a few people and still keep growing. You know what I'm saying? I can afford to lose a few people and still keep going. And that was my plan, man. I knew the Most High had something for me. So, like the Scottie Pippen joint blew up a lot. Then when the dude said something about me, man, and I did the response, that blew up a lot, pulled a lot of subs in. One pulled a lot of subs in, the other pulled a lot of views in. So I say, now I'm at the point, man, where I can afford it. Like, I'm cool with falling back to where I was before that boom right there. You know what I'm saying? Before that jumped off like that, I'm cool with falling back to where I was before that, if that's what happens when I make this transition into the new style of content. And that's why we're eliminating the beta energy from around here, man, because if you're on that level, you're not meant to be in this environment, man. Oh yeah, man, it's a whole fruit salad, precision medical. It's a whole fruit salad, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a whole fruit salad, and then you try to find a virgin around your age. Maybe you try to find you try to find a legal virgin in this country. Not even around your age, a legal virgin. You know what I'm saying? Try to find an 18-year-old virgin in this country. It's rough, man. I'm telling you, man. This environment is so sexually charged that, like, even sex between children not shunned on anymore. Teenagers having sex, man. Teenagers being pregnant, man. It's not even shunned anymore. Like, people don't even care anymore, man. Like, it's sex has become so normal that it is almost the same as children playing with toys together. It is almost the same. I've heard people, man, say that they caught a little some youngsters, man, touching on each other, man, and they were like, well, they're just exploring. What the hell you mean they're exploring? No, they're seeing shit on TV and they're trying to live it out. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm telling you, man, for alphas, that's what I'm gonna do, man. It ain't gonna be called this world is fucked up for humans, man. We call this world is fucked up for alphas, man. That's what it is, man. This world it's a crazy place, man. You got all this energy around you just pulling you to be a normal man because normal works better in this society. So you just end up being off to your damn self, man. You don't have no friends. You don't have no people you really kicking with. You just be off to yourself, man. Trey Warchild, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Trey said Israelites are the true alphas. We are original rulers, the next rulers. Most definitely, my brother. And that's the route we're going with this, man. We are reclaiming the essence of our alpha, and the essence of our alpha, as I always say, is rooted in the word of the Most High. Is rooted in the blessing of the Most High. Is rooted in the fact that the Most High has declared us, not Jesus, his firstborn. Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto you, Pharaoh, let my son go so that he may worship me. That's where we are, brothers. And that's the reality of it, man. Man, we trying to build a world. Like, these boys worrying about some names and worrying about trying to break some character, what they call them, man, personality types. Come on, man. Personality is a fucking human, man. Come on, bro. We ain't functioning on that level where we worrying about personality types. We function on a level where we're worrying about spiritual types. See, alpha is not a personality type. Alpha is a spiritual type. It is a spirituality. It is not a personality. Alpha is a spirituality. All these other things are personalities. That's why they take everything so personal. That's why. That's why they get so emotional. That's why. So we're not on that, man. We are we're living our best lives, man. It's the only life we know to live. So I appreciate everybody coming through, homies. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. That's it, man. You're either a king or a slave. Two type of people. No doubt, Soul Star. Yeah, I mean that's the level we're on, man. And I mean, when we lower ourselves to respond to those men, respond to those types, respond to those who are beneath us, we have to step back into our matrix. In order to deal with those who are in the matrix, you have to yourself step back into your matrix. I can't deal with men who are trapped in their human form from my spiritual form. It is something totally different. I have to embrace my human form in order to deal with them, and I'm trying to transcend my human form and just control my human form from my spiritual realm. That is the whole purpose of man here, to control your spirit form, to control your flesh form, your physical form from your spiritual realm. That's why religion is so big, because they peddled that idea through religion. You have to be in your spiritual form to really control yourself. You have to be, that's the form we're supposed to be in. There was a time when the Most High spoke to us. I'm not talking about in a dream or in a vision. I'm talking about spoke to us. Spoke to us. We heard his voice. We have long since gotten ourselves trapped into our physical. That's what the purpose of slavery was. The purpose of bondage was to get us trapped into our physical. When you're working your ass off every day and you tired to the bone every day, all you can think about is your physical tiredness. When you're getting beat all the time for nothing, all you can think about is your physical. When your wives are being raped and your daughters are being raped, and hell, you and your sons are being raped as well, then all you can think about is your physical. When you're not free, when somebody owns you, when somebody brands you, all you could think about is your physical. That was the Most High's plan to punish us, since we did not want to elevate ourselves to the spiritual realm that he put us on, and we wanted to allow everyone to come in and pull us into their physical realm, because we're the Most High's chosen people. So we're on a different level. As he stated, we're peculiar people to him. We're above all other people on the earth. And that means that we're in a spiritual realm while they're in a physical realm. But we, our ancestors, chose to say, but no, we want to be in the physical realm with everyone else. And that is how the missionaries were able to come into our country with their Christianity and turn us. You see, we only got turned because we started worshiping the gods and worshiping the religious practices of the other people as opposed to the Most High. We think Christianity met us in America. No, Christianity turned us in Africa, in the motherland, in the land that we were robbed from, that we were stolen from, that we were delivered into the hand of bondage from. Christianity met us there. The temptation to start becoming Christian met us there. It's easy. The discount code is BoA1. BoA1 is the discount code. And that's it, man. Either you're a king or a slave. That's it, man. And that's the reality of the life we live, man. Like, we transcend this physical world, brothers. I am on this platform for this. I am here to do the will of my Father. I don't know what these other boys are here for. They here to debate and try to compete with each other and all that, man. They can't compete with me, man. I come in the name of the Most High. I don't know who they come in. If they come in their own name, man, they ain't nobody. They can't compete. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't worrying about no competition. I'm here to do a specific thing, and now it's the time for me to begin to do that thing, man. Now is the time for me to begin to do that thing. So you will notice that the content will have started to have more of a much more of a spiritual feel to it, man. And I think you'll like it, man. Don't shun it before you give it a try, man. Because I don't want you to have a preconceived notion about what it's going to be and what it's going to sound like. what that entails. Just give it a shot, man. Pay attention to it and give it a shot. This is the time because my people are all my people. Most of my people are on vacation, and the others I just told them to take off until my other people get back. Like, let's just take some time off. It's the holidays. Go ahead and get yourself together on the holidays, and you're about to be all over the place eating all type of, just go ahead and do your thing. Just keep your snacks that I have you eating and all that. Just try to keep it lean and clean, and do your cardio every other day, and just do what you do. So that's the thing, man. Oh yeah, remember the sale, man. It's 20, shawty. It's 20%. I did the math, man. I ain't doing no 30%. I do 20. I might do 30 as it gets closer, man. I might bump it up to 30 actually for Christmas. Bump it up to 30. Well, you know what? I'm gonna bump it up to 30 the week of Christmas. I'm gonna bump the No Jack January. The No Jack January Jones. I'm gonna bump them up to 30%, man, because we're trying to get them ready for January, man. So I got a new simple alpha mentality design, man, coming up. Just simple, man. Just words, but it's gonna be a cold design, man. So y'all look out for that, man. I'm gonna have that one jumping tonight, and it'll be ready by tomorrow, man. I'm gonna have a couple of designs coming out tomorrow. About time for some news. So anyway, homies, I appreciate everybody coming through, man, doing your thing, man. I'm trying to. I got 30% down there, man, but the discount code BoA will give you 20% off right now. I'll bump it up on the week of Christmas, man, and give you another. You know what, man? I might give you a big sale for Christmas, man. Like, the week of Christmas, give you a big sale leading into the new year, man. I'm gonna see what I can do, homies. I'm gonna see what I can do.